On today's First Time Buyer channel, I want to talk to you about the difference between a 15 and a 30-year mortgage. Hey, welcome back. Enrique here with First West Financial for the First Time Buyer channel. I'm here in the Coachella Valley in Southern California, and we have this great channel to help all first-time buyers or people who are thinking about buying a home with information that is going to be useful for you to become a homeowner and to become educated. Right behind me is my wall of heroes. These are the heroes in our community that we help purchase a home. But today, I want to talk to you about the difference between a 15 and a 30-year mortgage. What's the difference? People call me all the time and say, hey, Enrique, I want to qualify for a mortgage. Should I get a 30-year? Should I get a 15-year? So let's unpack this and let's talk about it. First of all, one of the first things you need to know is that mortgages actually come in every single color and flavor. We can do a 30, a 20, a 15, a 10, a 5-year mortgage. Even better, my company is allowed to give you a mortgage for a specific number of years. I have people that come and say, hey, I want to get a mortgage, but I only want a mortgage for 28 years. We can do that. Now, there's a reason for that, because we are brokers, so we are able to negotiate with the banks the perfect mortgage for you. But what is the difference in how much of a mortgage years should you get? Let's talk about it. Traditionally, most first-time buyers are going to go with a 30-year. Why is that? Well, the 30-year mortgage has a feature that is going to allow you to have the lowest payment available. The truth is that most first-time buyers, like yourself, may be looking for the lowest payment. They're putting as much money down as they can, and they want that low payment to be there for them as they build equity on the home. So for the first few years, the first mortgage that they get is for 30 years. As the years go by and they refinance, they'll be able to refinance to a 15 or a 20 or a 10 or whatever. So I'll give you an example. Myself, when I purchased my home right here in Palm Desert, I got a 30-year mortgage. After a couple years, I bought it at the right time, so I started building equity. So I went back to my bank and I said, hey, I want to refinance down to a 15-year. So I did that. My payment went up a little bit, but I could afford it, but I shaved almost 13 years on the loan. And then just last week, I closed on a new refinance on a 10-year mortgage. So within a few years, I went from having 30 years of payment, now I only have 10 left. That's going to save me a lot of money. So what is the reason to go with a lower term? Well, it's very simple. Lower term mortgages are going to have better interest rates in most cases. So for example, right now, 30-year mortgages are right below 3%. I'm recording this in October of 2020. So right below 3%. The 15-year mortgage is lower. It's in the mid-2s. So it's going to save you interest. But the biggest feature is you're going to eliminate a lot of years on your mortgage. So traditionally, when we put you on a 15 versus a 30, if you have a mortgage, say, for $300,000, you're going to save close to $200,000 over the life of the loan. The savings are staggering if you go with a lower term. What is the disadvantage of a 15 or a 20 or a 10-year mortgage is that your payment will go up and you have to qualify with a higher payment. For a lot of you, that's no problem. If you have disposable income or you can afford a higher mortgage, we always recommend to go with 15. Now, for purchases, most people are buying with 30. With refinances, a lot of people are refinancing into a 15 because they understand now the process that, hey, they got that 30-year mortgage and they got into the house, they built some equity, they got used to having a payment, but they want to get that house paid off. And the fastest way to do that is by going into a 15. The interest rate is better, the payments are going to be shorter term. So what do? What we do is we give you an educated recommendation. I have a tool available that allows me to do a side-by-side comparison between the 30 and the 15-year. I do that for free. It's a consultation. So if you have already a mortgage or if you're thinking about buying a home and you want to know what the difference is going to be if you go with 30, 20, or 15, I plug in the numbers and I let you know how much you're going to save over the life of the loan, how much more is it going to cost you, and number 3, can you actually afford to do that? Can you actually qualify for that mortgage? So those are very important steps. What's really important is that you talk to the right person. Talk to an independent mortgage broker that is going to give you the right information that is right for you. If you go to most banks, they're going to immediately put you on a program that is good for them, which is a 30-year. Of course, the bank wants you to have a 30-year mortgage. You're going to be paying that mortgage for a long time. But as a broker, I don't work for the bank. I work for you. So I have the ability to give you advice that is unbiased. I do not work for the bank. So my loyalty is to my customer because I want to make sure that you get the best possible deal that is going to benefit you and your family. We know that buying a mortgage can be complicated and some of the terms can be a little confusing. So we are here to walk you through that process, teach you, educate you, and help you get into the right mortgage, into the right house. So if you want to learn more about how to determine what mortgage is better for you, give us a call at 760-488-6482. If you are not in California, still call us or reach out to us. We'll connect you with a professional like us anywhere in the United States that will be able to help you out, get the right answers. I hope you have a great day. This has been Enrique with First West Financial for the First Time Buyer channel. Talk to you soon.